10,000. Alrighty guys, how's it going? Welcome to our flight today, Qantas 32 from Sydney to Hobart. As you can see, we're in Sydney at the moment, currently in the PMDG 737-800. The state is long, so nothing's really on at the moment. We're kind of just chilling here at the ground. I was just admiring the cars actually driving by. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna see how this works. I did a few settings with the like a few of these network and OBS, so hopefully it's not too bad. I know the departure out of Sydney is going to be a bit heavy, but hopefully it's not too unbearable. So with that said, we'll go ahead and jump in. I am using a multiple or magnitude of add-ons, so you get to see all of those play out. Most notably FS2 crew, but I forgot to load it up. And I do know it's out of date, yes, I just haven't got around to updating it. Alright, cool. So I believe I have to set a few things up in here. Yep, yeah, never mind. That should all be good. So with that said, we'll run
Okay, let's get set
pre-flight
up.
events.
Just heading out for the walk around.
Alrighty, cool. So as they just said, they're running around the walk around or going out for it. I'll quickly set up the fuel. I know off of memory we have 8,000 kilograms of fuel. It's a bit more than we need, but I always like to be just that little bit more in case we need it. So that gives us 38.3%. We can get rid of this now. And we can pretty much start doing our stuff. There's no real rush. Again, I apologize for the easy dock. I don't know how to get rid of the like the flashing every time I change the views. It's really annoying, but I don't know how to get rid of it. So if anyone knows, please let me know. Cool. All right, so Sydney ground. We have a we have a dude walking up and down. He really, I don't know what he's doing, but he's been doing that since I started. So hopefully he finds his way soon. We can go ahead and get rid of the yokes. We don't need them for now. I guess we can request catering. That's something we can do for our hungry passengers today. All right, let's get down there to the menu FMC. Actually, before we do that, we have a few more things to set up. I completely forgot I was flying with FS2 crew. I've been flying the 747 quite a lot. I did an event with my local virtual airline, and that was retiring the 747. So that was a bit crazy. A lot of hours, a lot of hours in that 747. So that's I'm a bit off balance with the 73, but we'll get around to it. So we need to go back up to the overhead panel, don't we? Yeah, correct. Okay, cool. So we're pretty much nailing it at the moment. Let me just get this one last thing set up. Again, it's a bit rushed. I apologize for that. Hopefully in future it's all set up, but we're working on it. We're getting somewhere. Okay, cool. We're finally going to start doing the preliminary pre-flight procedure. So that we need the IRSs, which is just a bit up. We can go ahead and test. Looking well. We'll set them both to nav. Test our cockpit voice recorder. Cool, that's lovely. And flight recorder, we can also do that to test. Oops. Test. Good. And normal. All of our warnings seem to be working well. We'll make sure the interphone switch is off, which it is. Then we can do the engine panel state. So engines are off, cut off, parking brake we'll put to set. Jumping around the cockpit a bit, I apologise. Oops. Cool. That's pretty much all we gotta do for the overhead. Our GSX has arrived, so we'll flash back down to here. We'll open some doors for them. Alright. Alrighty, I apologize about that. Something quickly popped up, but we are back, so that's alright. Where were we? Cool, we're entering in the FMC information as far as I remember. Maybe? I'm just trying to find out on my little checklist here where we do that. Ah, yeah, okay. Correct. So eventually someone's meant to come in and ask if we can start boarding. So I guess we can fast
Hi,
forward
the
time.
security and safety checks are complete. Can we start boarding now?
Yes, please.
Okay, thanks. We're here to start boarding.
Cool. So we're now going to start boarding passengers. I wish there was an easier way to link them up between FS2 crew and GSX because the boarding times seem to be slightly different. So that's why I kind of ignore that announcement. But nonetheless, we're here at Sydney. What gate are we at? I don't really remember what gate I selected. And it doesn't say it on the ground. I mean, it's not. I wonder. Let's just jump out of the aircraft for a sec. Ah. So following these lines, we are in 6 Bravo. Yep,
Back
6
from the
Bravo.
walk around, no issues.
Cool. So he's back from the walk around, and we are in 6 Bravo. And after all of that, it's not in nice. Okay, well, we're at 6 Bravo, if anyone needed to know. We are flying on VATSIM today. I guess I should probably put that out into the air. Yes, GSX catering is done. And we are flying Sydney to Hobart. I do have a co-route for this, or a company route. H Bravo, Hotel Bravo. So load that up in there, and we are Qantas 32. Lovely. We'll go ahead and activate that and execute. We can do our perf init. Zero fuel weight today is going to be 55.2 with reserves of 2. Cost index, we don't care, so we go 98. And we're going to be flying at flight level 380 or 380. Transition altitude is 10,000. And one limit, I'm going to leave it at the defaults here just because I'm not experienced with all the like takeoff performance, stuff like that. So we'll just go 10 degrees of flaps. Center of gravity is 24.3. Let us find out what the temperature is. Sorry, I'm just trying to install an update for vPilot for the VATSIM, but it's proving to be a little bit more complicated than I thought. Alright, cool. So it looks like we loaded up in VATSIM. What I'm going to do is go ahead and export my route directly to VATSIM. Saves us all of the stuff trying to fill it in. So once again, I'll be right back. Apologies for the delay. Cool. So I went ahead and fetched the flight plan from the server. So we are flying IFR today, obviously from Sydney to Hobart. Our alternative is Sydney. You will notice that cruising altitude is now 340. I decided to change it just I thought 380 was a bit overkill. So we'll be changing that. And additionally, this is our route. Fairly simple. It's nice and easy. Send and receive, of course, and we'll file that one. That being said, we'll quickly change it before we forget, because knowing me, I will forget. In it. Yep, 340. Execute that again. We can go ahead and set up our departure. So we're doing the Wollongong to departure. Again, my ARAC is probably out of date, so I apologize for that. And that gives us off runway 34 left. A bit of a taxi, but well, whatever. Check out our V speeds, 132, 134, and 144. Lovely, so we're pretty much set up in that quick blitz of speed. don't know what I just said, but whatever. We're pretty much set up for our taxi. What am I on about? I don't even know anymore. We're not ready for taxi, not yet. We're set up for our pre-flight, is what I'm trying to say. But that's okay. We're getting there. This is all new stuff. For some reason, my tracker just said the gear lever is raised, but it's not. Okay, I'll pretend that makes sense, and we we can just continue with our pre-flight. What is going on? Alright, so it's already 14 minutes for some reason. What time were we meant to start doing stuff? At 11 minutes. Okay, so we have a few minutes to spare, in which case I guess we can kind of chill out and have a quick chat. Again, if you want to talk or want to chat, just write a message. It's alright in the live chat. But for now, this guy is still lost. We don't really know what he's doing, but I actually really do enjoy this this scenery from Flight Tempo. I'm gonna ignore the GSX boarding just because it takes too long in comparison to the FS2 crew, and the timings don't match up, and it's just really like it's not great. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all. I have GSX level 2, so it would be cool to see the passengers and stuff close up. Yeah. Now I'm tempted. Okay, we'll deboard. We'll pretend we saw them boarding, and then we'll watch them deboard with GSX, because we don't need FS2 crew for that. Cool. I guess our transponder, there's no air traffic control online, so we can just leave it at 1200. Cool, so our TCAS has passed. That's always good. Alright. Cool. So we are just waiting for our co-pilot or first officer to finish up their little checklist or flows. We'll get going fairly shortly if you're still around. Thank you for sticking around. Kind of like watching paint dry, but that's alright. I'd rather take it slow and make sure everything's set than just kind of jump into it. Just before I forget, we will change that to 3-4. So there's no air traffic controllers online on VATSIM, which is what I was just looking at. So it's kind of not fun, but nonetheless we'll go Unicom 122.8. And now that VATSIM has the voice Unicom, this is going to be interesting. I can't really remember if there's anything. I used to just kind of write what I was doing in Unicom, so we'll see how it goes. Cool, so we reached 11 minutes. That means we can start doing stuff like the pre-flight checklist. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Yes, because we tested the oxygen. Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation, transfer and display switches. Normal, auto. Window heat, on. Pressurization mode selector, auto. Flight instruments.
Heading is 285. Altimeter 1013. Set.
Checked. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
See, this is why we have checklists, ladies and gentlemen. We did forget to do the what's good, the oxygen and change the bearers, but that's okay. As long as we did it, who can really complain? Yeah. Alright. Cool. Pretty much we're all good to go. Let's see what's next on our handy little list. We can run the departure brief, so we can set that one up. So we're at a gate, or a stand, I should say. We're at a stand. ASDX. Yes, Sydney has. Did I do flaps 10 or flaps 5? Flaps 10. I don't know, I like a lot of flaps on departure. That's kind of bad for the aircraft, I guess, but I like it. Bleeds are on, anti-ice is not required. We are underweight, departure via SID, no spare. Let's be nice to people and say number 2. The weather's fine. I don't have any complaints. Everything's great. Cool.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the stand. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust. Planning a flaps 10 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. In the event of a malfunction prior to V1, I will call either reject or continue. Standard low speed reject procedures below 80 knots. Between 80 knots and V1, I will only conduct a high speed reject in the case of an engine fire or failure, predictive wind shear warning, or if there is any other condition that makes the aircraft unable or unsafe to take into the air. I will simultaneously close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking or verify the operation of the RTO auto brake, apply maximum reverse thrust, verify the extension of the speed brake, and bring the aircraft to a complete stop and set the park brake. We will then run the appropriate checklist or evaluate our options. If you could monitor my actions, make the standard rejected takeoff calls, including any abnormalities you observe before advising ATC. From V1, or if the call is to continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the standard company procedures. We will climb to the MSA and track clear of local terrain. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we're okay to make an immediate return. Okay, all going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. We'll use NADP2. Okay, any questions, comments or concerns?
None at all.
Departure brief complete.
Alright, Alright, so departure briefing is completed and something great just happened. We do have air traffic control Sydney approach just logged on. So we'll go ahead and get our RFI clearance, get that all out the way. Go ahead and give them
Here's
a
the load
call,
sheet.
or them a call. We have a load sheet for some reason. I didn't ask for it, but that's procedure, I guess. I wish there was like a way that we could actually see it, like it was a pop-up on screen, and you could do stuff with it. That'd be pretty cool. But thank you. Thanks. I don't know. Yeah. Before start procedure is meant to start, so before that we'll get our ATC clearance.
Mind your leg, please.
Yep, go for it. 124.0 is Sydney approach. Sorry, 124.4.
Okay, verified.
Qantas 7335, thanks. You're identified. Just verify you're established on the glide slope, then localizer runway 07.
Hey firm, established on the ILS runway 07.
Qantas 7335, thanks. The wind is 030 degrees, 12 knots, runway 07, cleared to land.
Cool, so I just turned down the sound, so hopefully
Clear to
it's not
land,
too
runway 07, Qantas 7335.
Cool, so let me know if the sound is too loud for the with the air traffic control. I kind of had a quick listen and it was pretty loud, so I apologize in advance if it is. Alright, well now that no one's on the radio, we'll go ahead and start our transactions or transmissions. Sydney approach, Qantas 32 radio check. I forgot my call sign for a sec.
Qantas 32, Sydney approach, g'day, reading at 5 by 5.
Reading you 5 by 5 also, and with that, Sydney approach Qantas 32, request RFI clearance to Melbourne, please.
We are here to help, so please do not hesitate to ask.
Qantas 32, stand by.
Cool, there's no ATIS online yet, so that's why I haven't said a code. I'm hoping that he tells me or updates it, but nonetheless, we'll work it out fairly soon. And now my co-pilot's waiting for me, so hopefully we can get this. Flight deck door is locked. Flight window is locked. CDO display on legs. Wait, no, that's him. Where's mine? Cool, so I guess we'll just set up the AFIS real quick. Yeah, okay. Takeoff ref. That's what my CDU needs to be on. His is on legs, and takeoff landing. Yeah, cool. Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. Fuel 8.0 tons. Pumps on. Passenger signs on. Windows.
Locked.
Qantas 32, clearance locked.
MCP.
We'll pause this. Ready, Qantas 32.
Qantas 32, you cleared to Hobart via Wollongong, flight planned route, runway 07, Fisher 8, departure Wollongong, transition, climb via the SID 5000, squawk 4116, departures with me 124.4.
Alright, we're cleared to Hobart on the Wollongong planned route, runway 07, Fisher 8, departure, Wollongong transition. We'll climb via the SID 5000, squawk 4116, and departures with you 124.4, Qantas 32.
Qantas 32.
Cool, so now that's out of the way.
Sydney approach, very good afternoon to you, Giant 2505. We're currently at flight level 370, about to start ascent in 20 miles. Wonder if we can join you, sir.
So that was 5,000 bonus.
Giant
so change
2505
our departures.
Sydney approach, good afternoon. Unfortunately still outside my airspace. Contact me 55 miles from Sydney.
We'll contact you 55 miles from Sydney, Giant 2505. Thank you, sir.
So just changing up a few things. How does that look in our routes? We'll change that discontinuity, take off, new V speeds, but they're the same. Lovely. Alright, now apologize to the co-pilot. 144, yeah? Yep. 144. Cool. So where were we in the checklist is my next question. I think he said MCP.
Qantas 7335, clear of runway 07.
000, altitude 5,000.
Qantas 7335, advisory bay.
5,000.
We're going to the International Cargo Bay.
Set and checked.
Qantas 7335, understood. You can taxi by Golf.
V1
Right
132.
onto Bravo.
VR
Bravo 2,
134.
cross runway 34
V2 144.
left into the bay.
Golf Bravo, Bravo 2, cross 16
Set and
right
checked.
to the
Completed.
Cargo Bay.
Completed.
Qantas 7335.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start, checklist completed to the line.
Good, so I forgot to set that to runway heading. Somewhere around there.
Okay.
Stop talking. So the door should all be closed. Maybe.
Shall we start the APU?
Yes, please.
Starting APU.
So that's good. I think we're not too far behind. Let me just check.
Hi guys, all passengers are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes, please. Oh, thanks. It'll be a long taxi. Thank you.
Thanks, see you up there.
Okay. Our power has gone. So that's always that's always great. I love that. I love that Copilot was like, nah, we don't need power anymore. So it's gonna come back online once that happens. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for doors. I thought cargo doors were meant to have already closed. Let's check it out. Doors. We'll just manually close them. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the power because I don't know what my co-pilot's doing. I don't know, but oh well. That's okay. Mistakes happen. Whatever. Before start checklist, below the line. Didn't we already do to the line? Hello? Oh god, I'm so confused. Before start checklist, to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. Fuel 8.0 tons.
Yeah, we did this.
Pumps on. Passenger signs on. Windows
Locked.
locked. MCP.
Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
Set and checked.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Completed. Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Yeah, cool. There we go. Before start checklist, below the line. Before start checklist, below the line.
We still have a door light.
Ah, what is going on? We have doors open. FS2 crew does not want to do that. I guess while we're here, we can actually make a cabin announcement. That's probably a good idea. Let's go to the PA.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. We'll be pushing back in just a few minutes, and the weather conditions for our flight today are smooth and clear. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Cool. So now that we have an announcement, let's go ahead and start doing stuff. Before start checklist, below the line.
Flight deck door closed and locked. Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 2, then 1.
Check.
Cool. So we have the start checklist all complete. Finally, we finally have it all complete. I guess all we really have to do now is push back. We should probably get clearance for that. Sydney approach Qantas 32 requesting push.
Qantas 32, stand by, break Qantas 7335. Which bay are you going to pull onto?
Qantas 7335 into bay 4.
Qantas 7335, thanks, understood. And Qantas 32, what bay are you at?
Bay 6, Qantas 32.
Qantas 32, thanks. Push approved, facing south.
Push approved, facing south, Qantas 32, thanks. So we couldn't actually, we couldn't face south because that wasn't an option. So I hope he doesn't get too mad at that. But we are about to start. There's planes everywhere. Release passing brakes, yes. Cool. So we'll go ahead and raise the yokes now that we're moving. Start engine 2.
Starting 2.
Alright, so N2 is rising. Looks like the oil pressure is also rising, which is good. Waiting for 15. 15, introduce fuel.
Oil pressure.
Lovely. Yep, 6. Got it. Got it right. I low-key forgot, but that's right. Cool. This is looking really nice, actually.
Starter cutout.
Cool. There's starter cutout. Start engine 1.
Starting 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence the safety demonstration.
We're getting places. We're moving. We're doing stuff. It's good. Got the dude walking out. Damn, it feels so low. Like I've been flying that 747 for probably did like over 30, 50 hours. It was crazy. We set parking brakes. And now I feel so low. It's crazy. But it's alright. It's not too bad.
Oil pressure.
Remember guys, if you want to have a chat, feel free to. I'm going to be replying to your comments in the live chat, so go ahead. Don't make me feel bored. Just write something. I don't mind. It's nice though. I like Ultimate Traffic Live. It kills frames, like heavy frames, but it also looks really sick. That as well, VATSIM. I don't know how VATSIM traffic's working right now with Ultimate Live. I think that is a VATSIM person, that's why it's like white. I think. Yeah. Cool. Well, our engines have started, so we should probably do some more stuff with that. Oh wait, no, I forgot to I promise you, I know how to fly planes. It's alright. I probably just broke many $billion of engine stuff, but that's okay. Someone help! Someone help! Alright, let's actually try and take off in one piece right now. Cool, so we have flaps 10 for takeoff, so we'll let the first officer know to set those. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Cool, I'm going to go ahead and test
John
out all the
2505, stand by.
So full left, full right.
Right, John 2505, stand by, sir.
Full up, full down, and neutral. We'll go rudders left, rudders right, rudders neutral, I'm happy with the flight controls. The ground crew is disconnected, so that's alright. We'll wait for them to leave completely. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist, generators on, propane on, anti-ice off, isolation valve auto, engine start switches continuous, recall checked, auto brake, RTO, engine start levers,
Idle detent.
flight controls,
Checked.
dispatch clearance.
Clear. Oh,
Check.
checked.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Cool. We can actually start doing stuff. So let's call for a taxi clearance. Sydney approach Qantas 32, requesting taxi runway 07.
Qantas 32, you can taxi by Alpha Golf holding point Golf 2 runway 07 report and ready.
Taxi to the holding point Golf 2 runway 07 via Alpha Golf Qantas 32, thanks. Cool. Clear left.
Clear right.
Parking brakes released. We'll go ahead and taxi out of here. If I can get the engine spewed up, come on. There we are. Let's try and not cut off too many paths.
Standby power off checklist.
Oh,
Condition: one or more of these
what is
buses
going
are
on?
not energized. AC
No.
standby bus.
Cancel last command.
DC
Giant
standby
2505, are you
Battery
squawking
bus.
2000?
I don't know what's going
bus.
on.
Standby power switch.
Negative, sir.
Oh,
We should be
no,
squawking
no, stop doing stuff.
4313,
No, I'm
Giant
sorry.
2505.
No, I'm sorry.
Giant 2505, thank you. You're identified, verified passing level.
Currently passing flight level 190 on a Bori 2 Alpha arrival,
I
descending to
think I
flight
said
level
something
8000.
and they didn't like it. And thought
Giant
that was an
2505,
emergency.
thanks. You're identified.
Why
Cleared
is this
via the
flight
Bori
so
2 Alpha
broken?
arrival runway 34 left. Continue
Where
descent
are we
via the
going?
Star
Alpha
9000
Golf.
QNH 1011.
Sorry, this is a
Cleared
really
via
bad
the
taxi.
Star Bori 2 Alpha for runway 34 left for 9000. Giant 2505.
Alpha's there. Okay, cool. We're getting somewhere. And where's our runway? Okay, cool. So we need to go down there and right. We're getting there together. I promise you I'm not always like this. I don't know what's going on. I think it's first time back in 737 vibes. They're kind of getting to me, but it's alright. We'll survive. There's just a few mistakes, kind of rocketing around these corners. Why is the throttle so heavy? Come on. Damn, everything's gone wrong today. Everything. Okay, let's kind of regain our coupe. We are texting slightly fast, so I'm just gonna let us slow down. Cabin's ready, that's always a good
The
sign.
cabin is secure.
Cool. Let's check out. Are you ready for the departure review? Nope. That's right then, don't worry. Oh, this is so hard to taxi. The 747 was so nice. Why is this 737 giving me a hard time? So I tried to do the departure review, which is an option, but apparently it just
Sydney approach from
the
Giant
co-pilot didn't want to
2505.
hear it.
Giant 2505, Sydney approach.
Just be aware, so there's no ATIS at the moment to the ground, even though it's in your message. There is no ATIS available.
Giant 2505, thanks. Just logged on not long ago. I'll get to it in a second.
Golf
Thank you.
is, I'm meant to be turning here, right?
Thank you, sir. Giant 2505.
That would have been so bad. Come on, get it together. Come on, we can do this. We're alright. We're fine. Before takeoff checklist. I have hard mute on. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Are you sure? Stabilizer trim.
10. Flaps 10, green light. I don't know. 5.4 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
God damn. What is going on today? Why can't I fly at all? Why? Someone answer. Cool. What are we doing with our lives? H2. EH2? No. Yo, why? Where's H2? Hello? Ah, there we go. G2. Not H2, G2. I'm pretty sure it's H2. Nah, it was G2. Come on. We can do this.
Giant 2505 east of the star 6000, expect the ILS approach runway 34 left.
By the star 6000, expecting ILS 34 left, Giant 2505.
Before takeoff procedure.
Check. Ready to go.
Okay, well we finally made it to G2, so that's the good news, I guess, the bright side. Let me just go ahead and make sure, after everything that kind of happened with the whole random checklist going off, that we are in fact set for takeoff. 340.
Recycling the flight directors.
Sick. I should probably hard mute a lot more often. Okay. Clear left.
Clear right.
Sydney approach Qantas 32, ready at runway 07.
Qantas 32, runway 07, clear for takeoff, wind 030 degrees, 12 knots.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 07, Qantas 32, thanks. Alright, we are cleared for takeoff. For some reason, all of our stuff reset, which isn't fantastic, but it's alright, we'll change that. Let me just double check that. Correct. Cool. I just remembered that I actually am supposed to turn on the landing lights. Oh, come on. So I'll do that. Ugh, this is so difficult. I don't like the 737 anymore. Next stream we're doing the 747. I don't care anymore. Alright, let's just do a rolling takeoff. So, set takeoff thrust. Set takeoff thrust.
Check.
Put Togo on. There's a little car for some reason.
Thrust set. 80 knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate.
Alright, pulling back.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
Four 400 feet.
Flaps 5.
Speed checked. Flaps 5.
Alright, we won't go too crazy.
Checked.
Command A.
Check.
Select Command A.
Command A.
Select LNAV.
Something is wrong here. LNAV.
What's wrong? Command A.
Check.
Alright, well we're going to let autopilot take over. With the speed we'll bug up to flaps up speed. A bit above we'll do 220 for now. We are following the LNAV. Flaps are up, flaps 5 at the moment. We'll keep it at that. That's looking right. Guess we can go VNAV.
1000 level.
Except under here, we'll go to climb. Yep. We'll do 240 under 10,000 because I always like to have a barrier. Just that way when I track my flight, it doesn't get like cancelled or whatever. Rejected, sorry. Alright, everything's looking good.
Checked.
Flaps up.
Speed checked, flaps up.
Cool. So as you can see, we're at 5,000. Our speed's now greatly coming up to hopefully 230 or 240, whatever I set it as. And it said climb by the
Giant 2505, descend by the star 3000.
So I can't go any higher than 5,000 at the moment. It is what it is. We do our
Qantas 32, report passing level.
Oops. Sydney approach Qantas 32 currently at 5,000 at the departure. Fisher 8 departure.
Qantas 32, no worries. Next time, just let me know when you're passing about 1,000 or 2,000 on departure, so I don't have you stop at 5,000. You can climb via the SID flight level 280.
My apologies, I will climb by the SID flight level 280, Qantas 32.
Qantas 32, you're identified. Break, Giant 2505,
Completely forgot
descend
about
by the
that.
star 3000.
That was my bad, 100%. Nope, we won't be nav.
Giant 2505, heavy.
It's been a while
Sydney
since I've
approach.
been on that sim, but no excuses. We'll just take it, cop it on chin. Next time we'll let them know. Alright, so we're doing our descent, we can go ahead and, doing our climb, we can go ahead and call for the takeoff checklist, so after takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds, on, packs, auto. Landing gear, up and off. Flaps, up, no lights. After takeoff checklist, complete.
Nice, so after takeoff checklist is complete.
Sydney approach from Giant 2505.
Giant 2505, got you now, 5x5, descend by the star 3000.
Okay, sir, must have been a blip there, but we're descending to 3000 already, sir, Giant 2505.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Giant 2505, next time before descending on your own,
I was
text
pushing the
me
wrong button.
before you decide to do that.
Transition.
I actually recalled on voice, didn't realise we'd already, obviously it broken, so
Happy
apologies
to
about
release
that.
the cabin?
No
Yes,
worries.
please.
Okay.
Jetstar 101,
sure
the wind is
I
020
said that,
degrees.
but it is what it is, whatever.
Our complimentary
Text.
flight entertainment system contains a great selection of
Cool,
music
so
and
we're passing
programs.
transition, we can
There
do
is also a
our
dedicated
checks for
children's
that.
channel. All entertainment will commence shortly and will be available until we arrive at the gate. The complete
Where is
selection of
it?
entertainment available is detailed
Yeah.
in the in-flight magazine located in your
Set
back
standard.
pocket. You can now
Standard
use
set,
your
passing
electronic
flight
devices
level
as long as flight
120.
mode was selected prior to our departure.
Now.
Checked. Cool. So standard set.
Giant 2505 at Nasho, turn left
I
heading
don't know
065 for base.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard any of that.
Heading
I'm having some problems
065
with
at
my
base at
key,
Nasho, Giant
push
2505.
the talk button at the moment, but that's okay. Pretty much we're cruising past flight level 1200. We'll go ahead and put you on mute so you don't cause any more problems. And it's looking alright. We're not looking too bad. We have everything set up where we want it to be. Frames are finally much better. That's good. That's happy. So I have no real complaints there. Yep. Looking good. Feeling good. No dramas. Alright, so we are currently still climbing. Everything's working out well. Finally got out of Sydney. We're gonna soon be out of their airspace, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. On the departure, it went alright. Not too bad. We did make a mistake with the departure, letting them know that we were climbing through the flight level, which is again 100% our fault.
Giant 2505, turn left heading 010, intercept the localizer runway 34 left, clear to ILS approach.
But it is what it is. We'll
Left heading
live,
010
we'll learn.
to intercept the
We'll learn
localizer 34
experience.
left, Giant 2505.
Cool. So while we are climbing up, there's not much to do but monitor, so feel free to have a chat with me via the live chat. It'd be really good to talk to a few of you. So, you know, up to you guys.
And John 2505 is becoming localizer established, runway 34 left.
Giant 2505, thanks, you've got about 12 miles to run.
Copy 2505, John.
Alright. Cool. Looking well. Set heading 209. Always try and keep this up to date, or like the autopilot.
And Sydney approaching, John
Pet peeve I
2505.
have, I guess.
Giant 2505, go ahead.
Yeah, just wondering if we can run down through Alpha or Foxtrot on 34 left. We're parking cargo 3.
Giant 2505, no worries at all, you can expect to roll through to Foxtrot.
Roll through to Foxtrot, and we're now fully established, runway 34 left on the glide slope. John 2505.
Giant 2505, the wind is 020 degrees, 10 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Cover the wind, clear to land, 34 left, John 2505.
Qantas 32, unfortunately no further ATC, control and identification services terminated, one of you come 122 days, Mike, g'day.
Cool. So yeah, we're on Unicom 122.8. I had my mic. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I had my mic muted for just a second, and I made a radio call. I really hope that it was unmute. Otherwise, I just left without acknowledging. Oh god.
Heading 209 set.
So I just confirmed, guys. It looks like I did have my mic muted, which is super duper bad. I'm gonna quickly message the controller. Cool. So that's that's out of the way. That's really really bad, but I have no excuses. Maybe it's time for a break. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, cool. We are
1,000
back.
level.
We have 1,000 level off. There's no ATC online, so we're going to quickly bump that up to our cruising altitude of 340. Like that. I am looking at getting a weather engine. I don't know. I've never really flown with one. I don't know if it's worth it. There's just so many unknowns for me when it comes to that type of stuff. If anyone has any opinions about it, that'd be great to help me out. I'm thinking about getting Active Sky Next, or whatever it's called, because the cloud, I don't know, I think it might be my settings where the cloud, like, you can see it like stops, which is weird, but I heard Active Sky is meant to be better? I don't know. I have no clue. It's not too bad at the moment in terms of price. So now's probably the time if I ever got it, but I can't remember if it was one of the subscription things. If it is, this is pretty bad for me, but... Well, I'll do some more research into it when we get in cruise, I guess. We're finally turning onto our straight leg, as I like to call it. You know, the one that's like you cruise on so you don't turn. With that being said, 34020, I don't know what he did with that. He was going a bit crazy, but we're pretty much all configured. It's just a matter of actually getting there. I'll pop in every now and again to talk to you guys, but feel free to leave a message. Yeah, 4116 score. We are all good to go. Cool, so what, like 384, like 420, 430 nautical miles to go. It's not too bad. It's not a bad flight. It's about an hour and 55 minutes, I believe, off the top of my head. So we do have a bit of time, but that's alright. Getting up there, 2,000 feet to go.
5,000 level.
Alrighty, so we're approaching our cruising altitude. That's nice. Flight level 340, 281 knots. Yeah, doing well. Maintaining flight level 340 on standard.
Check.
Cool. Before we completely dip out, we'll go ahead and let the passengers know what's up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our cruising altitude, so I'm going to switch off the fasten seatbelt sign. However, we do ask that, just as we do here on the flight deck, you keep your seatbelt fastened. Thank you.
Cool. So Kevin knows what's up. We reached cruising altitude, so seatbelt signs can come off. I know it says auto, but I like the control, I guess. So that's why I always manually turn it off. But that being said, we are at our cruising altitude. We have a bit of a crosswind from the right, so you know we're handling that not too bad. It's not a concern, but we're moving. We're getting there. Like I said, if you guys have anything you want to say, go ahead and feel free to do it in the chat. I'll respond. I'll be in and out here and there, but in the meantime, feel free to stick around. If not, come back in a bit for the landing. We have approximately an hour to go. But yeah, I'll hit you guys up then.
begin.
Stay by
used to run away through the night. There is a story about us two, and it's written about me and you. Nothing can bring us down, 'cause we are together now. Not even time to stop us now, 'cause we are forever young. 'Cause we are together now. 'Cause we are together now. 'Cause we are together now. Nothing can bring us down. 'Cause we are together now. 'Cause we are together now. Do you remember how we used to run against the morning sun? There is a place where I wanna go, where it all started a long time ago. I remember the days when it all comes back to me. Every time I go to sleep, you're lying next to me. 'Cause we are together now. 'Cause we are together now. Nothing can bring us down. 'Cause we are together now. Not even time to stop us now. 'Cause we are forever young. 'Cause we are together now. Nothing can bring us down. 'Cause we are together now. 'Cause we are together now. Nothing can bring us down. 'Cause we are together now. Not even time to stop us now. 'Cause we are forever.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a Expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. I've been dreaming, 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 I've been dreaming. I've been dreaming, I've been dreaming, I've been dreaming, I've been dreaming, we're dreaming, we're dreaming, we're dreaming. I've been dreaming, I've been dreaming, I've been dreaming, I've been dreaming. I've been dreaming.
Alrighty guys, how's it going? Thanks for sticking around if you have, and welcome back. We had a few interesting moments. For some reason, like, a vortex of out of space came. I have no clue what happened, it was crazy, but we're back, so that's good. There's no air traffic control, so it's not so fun, but it is what it is. Let me just quickly open back up all of our stuff. Cool, so we're about 60 nautical miles. Oop, hello. We're about 60 nautical miles from top of descent, which is where we want to be. We're going to start setting up our descent procedure. You have control.
I have control.
Give our co-pilot first officer control. Now we're responsible for setting up all of the areas in the aircraft that fall under the pilot monitoring areas, or area of responsibility. So we can start setting up the plane for descent pretty much. I'm going to leave it at 0 for the landing altitude, but we will enter the VREF on the approach page. We're going to be landing with flaps 40 today, just because why not? Full flap. And that gives us the speed of 130. I do like to have high minimums, so I'm going to do 300 feet on the Barrow. Where is it? That way. If I can find it. 300. Kill. Auto brake level 2. We'll do the approach briefing. So we're arriving on a star, which we're yet to discover. Landing is landing path is 40. We're landing ILS today. Final approach fix will be 3000. With minimums at 300. And missed approach at 4000. Runway is dry, auto brake 2. We're gonna do nope, and we're gonna hopefully go to a gate. Powered stair APU after landing. Is there like a before landing? No, so we'll just do after landing. Oops, there we are. Terrain's going to be pretty interesting, and it is our final
ready
sector.
for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 40 landing. VREF is 134. Final approach fixed altitude is 3000 feet. Decision altitude is 300 feet. Missed approach altitude is 4000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. The local terrain poses a threat, so we will treat all GPWS terrain alerts as genuine. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments or concerns?
None at all.
Approach brief complete.
Cool, so approach briefing is complete. Melbourne Centre's online, so we'll go ahead and contact them. 124.0.
November 970 Papa Juliet, you handled departure out of Melbourne, Avalon this morning.
November 987 Papa Juliet, I'm not providing a top-down service, but call me when you taxi and I'll give you a code and traffic, and then I'll give you airways clearance once you're airborne.
Excellent. We'll call traffic watch and support code commence and taxi Papa Juliet. Thanks so much, sir.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 32 with you at flight level 340 inbound Hobart.
Qantas 32, g'day Melbourne Centre, you're identified, clear to Hobart via Bishop planned route, flight level 340.
Clear to Hobart, plan route, flight level 340, Qantas 32. Cool, so traffic control knows where we are. We'll go ahead and work out what leg. So Iplet is our last, we'll go to Hobart, Iplet 4 runway. Let's check the weather. So the weather, we have winds at 190 at 07 knots, 10 statute mile visibility, few clouds at 800 feet, scattered at 1,400, overcast at 8,000, temperature 16, 2.15, QNH 1005. So 19 looks like we're doing runway 12. And that's going to be ILS 12. So we'll go ahead and plug that in there. That looks good. We'll come back up. What was I looking for? QNH 1005. Can't say that. 1005. Cool. Lovely. That's pretty much all set up with 34 nautical miles.
Qantas 32, star clearance available.
Oh. Ready to copy, Qantas 32.
Qantas 32, cleared the Iplet 5 Alpha arrival, runway 12. When ready, descend flight level 130, report leaving.
Roger, it's the Iplet 5 Alpha arrival to runway 12. When ready, we'll descend flight level 130 and we'll report when doing so, Qantas 32.
Qantas 32.
It's pretty much what we entered, so that was good, good lucky.
Flight Kite 1, when ready, descend flight level 130,
Great minds think alike.
report leaving.
Again, I have the old era.
Send 130 at our discretion, report
Cool.
leaving, Night Kite 1.
Altitude 13,000. Altitude 13,000.
Checked.
Yeah, there we go. Just for good crew coordination, so I'd let them know. So let's check out what our thing's gonna look like. Our actual approach. We'll go through. Okay, so it's fairly straightforward. That's the bearers. I don't know why I'm changing that. 7, 8, 9. I want to be changing the range. Cool. Nice and easy, straightforward. Not expecting anything to pop up along the way, but who knows with the flight we've had today. He said when ready, but I'm actually probably going to do a little bit easier. Yeah, why not? Melbourne Centre, Qantas 32, departing flight level 340 for flight level 130. Did I say departing or descending? I was meant to say descending. Cool, we'll just do a gradual descent until VNAV can take over.
And Melbourne Centre, November Delta, November Juliet, Manson Taxi, runway 36, surface air along the left, squawk Gordon's, initiate flight watch.
November 9897 Papa Juliet, code is 3171. Traffic is a unidentified aircraft 5 miles to the north, Moorabbin, 1500, unverified.
Excellent, 3171 and unidentified traffic activity. Okay, thanks so much, sir.
No problem,
excellent, we'll call for departure, Papa J.
Melbourne Centre, Nikite 1 request. Could we trouble you for the latest status and weather information for Melbourne Tullamarine, please? Nikite 1.
No, I just online from Melbourne at the moment, but I can read you out the meta if you would like.
Meta will be perfect, thank you, Nikite 1.
Kite 1, Melbourne Meta at time 020513 Zulu, wind 2108 knots, visibility 4,500 metres in showers, cloud broken at 800, broken 1,500, temperature 16, QNH 1005.
Thanks for that, Senator. Confirm QNH 1005 to 951.
QNH 1005.
Roger, QNH 1005 951.
Alrighty, and a few things I did forget to do. We didn't actually let the passengers know we're descending, so we'll do that now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a flight deck. In a few minutes, we'll begin our descent to our destination, and we're going to turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. And we do ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened for the remainder of the flight.
Cool, and
And Melbourne Center at 978, Papa Juliet holding short of 36, departure clearance in Super Me, northwest.
November 987.
Hello, flight deck.
You can depart, just call me once you're F1 with the flight.
hello, flight deck.
Excellent,
Hi,
Papa
this is Debbie at L1. How can I help you?
Hi, just to let you know, we'll be starting our descent shortly.
Thanks for the update.
Cool, everyone's aware. All looking good. We're about to start our turn into our star.
Melbourne Center 951, leaving flight level 340 for flight level 130.
0 and cancel speeds, thank you very much. QJet 1283.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 723. Qantas 723, Melbourne Centre. Qantas 723, I just wanted to advise you, just before initial contact, we were tracking to Woomera, Whiskey Romeo. Qantas 723, thanks. Present position, direct Woomera. Direct Woomera, 723. Qantas 32, Melbourne Centre.
Star 712, sorry, we overshot flight level 110. We're currently at flight level 120 and descending back to 110.
Star 712. Thanks for maintaining your flight level 110 due separation.
Roger, we're currently at 115 descending back to 110, sorry. Get star 712.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 32 with you, flight 120.
Qantas 32, cheers. Clear to leave controlled area on descent. Traffic is a A320, approximately 8 miles to the south, flight level 110. You'll remain at that level until you clear conflict with you. Report on the ground, Hobart to Kansas Salvage.
Roger, we'll report on the ground and keep a lookout for the traffic. We'll descend and get ourselves into Hobart, thank you.
Checked. Approach briefing.
Cool. So it is... cool, well we'll go down to 3,000 then. Get ourselves set up.
Remember, 987 Papa Juliet, present position, left turn direct Kepper, climb flight level 130.
Left direct Kappa up to flight level 130, Papa J, thanks sir.
And a little bit of turbulence. Jeez. Descent checklist.
Mike Kite 1, descend well over star to 9000, QNH 1005.
Descent checklist.
Descend via the star 9000,
Set
QNH
and
1005 for Night Kite 1.
Checklist complete. Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
November 8 Papa Juliet, climb, maintain flight level 340.
Henry, clear, final 340, Papa J, thanks sir.
Sec QNH 1013. Nope, 1005. Set QNH 1009. Grr, why no work? Approach checklist.
Altimeters.
Altimeters 1009. Set. Altimeters 1009 set.
1013 set. Approach checklist complete.
But it should be 1009.
Melbourne Centre, Jet Star 712, just wondering when we could get our
speed check.
climb clearance.
Jet Star 712, sorry, my bad. Climb, maintain flight level 360. Cleared to Melbourne via Canley planned route code 3126.
Climb, maintain flight level 360 and cleared to Melbourne as
QNH 1009.
planned route. Jet Star 712, thank you.
Flaps 5.
Sorry guys. I was just quickly having a snack. Sec QNH 1009, please. He's really not seeming to like that, so we're just going to go ahead and manually do it ourselves. 1009. Okay. Cool. It's pretty much just going down, I guess. At what point do I arm the speed brake? That's what I'm trying to work out. Alright, well we're getting very, very, very close to the runway. Where's the runway? So we're going to need to use a little bit of speed brake, just because
The
we are
cabin is secure.
fairly high for my liking. Where is the runway? Surely it's not down there, because we are not going to make that at all. Alright, let's try breaking it down.
Delta Zeta, Nightcut 1, request further descent, maintain profile.
Did flaps 10.
Nightcut 1, descend by the start of 6000.
Roger, descend by the start, my bad, Nightcut 1.
Sorry, Nightcut 1, just confirm descend via the start of 6000.
Descend via the start of 6000 to Nightcut 1.
Just 712, say altitude.
Jetstar 712, flight level 156.
So 712, thank you. Recycle transponder 3132.
Alright, so we are now 15
Stalking
nautical miles from the
3122,
runway.
Jetstar
I'm
712.
gonna gear down. There it is. There's the runway. We're looking too close to like over there. Cool. I'm gonna go gear down and flaps 15. Speed's not too bad at the moment. We're a bit fast for everything and a bit high, but we'll catch up. Gear down, flaps 15.
Gear down. Speed checked. Flaps 15. Speed brake up.
Nightcut 1, descend via the start of 5000.
Descend by the start of 5000, Nightcut 1.
$5,000. Localizer alive.
Alright. Okay, cool. Apologies about that. I just had to set up our... we are very high. Alright, let's manually take this for a sec. Flaps 40.
Speed checked.
Cool. We're just gonna manually fly it down. I know we're a bit high. That's alright.
Flaps 40. Radio altimeter alive.
Why is my speed dropping like that?
Check.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 40,
Kite 1,
green light.
descend by the start of 3000, runway 27, expect ILS approach.
Not set. Landing checklist complete.
Descend by the start of 3000, expect ILS runway 27, night kite 1.
Night Kite 1 at Visus, cleared ILS runway 27 approach, reduce final approach speed now please.
Reduce final approach speed for night kite 1, runway 27, ILS approach. $2,500.
Alright, still a bit high. That's alright. Like I said, we have the speed to keep us up. So we're just going to gently bring it down.
And Melbourne, November 9 Bravo Julie. We'll request step away for about 5 minutes, please.
And as you can see, the cloud
November 8 Papa Juliet, requested.
Thank you, Papa Juliet.
And Melbourne Centre, QJet 1283, requesting further climb.
Station calling, say again, call sign please.
QJet 1283.
1,000. 1,000 feet. Stable.
QJet 1283, my bad, you connect Brisbane Centre 133.0.
133 decimal 0, QJet 1283.
Number night kite 1, established ILS runway 27.
Night Kite 1.
Alright, as we approach here, getting closer. I'm just trying to get a little bit higher to clear these trees.
Checked.
Obviously don't want to be too high, but just enough to get over these trees.
Night Kite number 1, your number 1, runway 27, traffic is a 787 landing on the adjacent runway.
400.
Roger, we'll keep an eye out for the traffic on the adjacent, night kite 1.
300. Check. $200.
Bit of lag, come on.
I'm just going to get a helicopter rescue 201.
100.
Augusta 139, I-5,
50.
Harbour 4,
40.
And I haven't
30.
found a way to automatically... Ooh, we're floating a lot.
20.
Oh, jeez, what is going on with the auto throttle? Come on.
Rescue 201.
Okay, I guess we're taking off again. The auto throttle wouldn't disengage. It still won't disengage, what?
Rescue 201, code 3164, no reported IFR traffic.
3164.
100.